What? You want me to play with a toy? A toy? Or maybe your ball, Goosey? Oh look, there's Remy. Is that your buddy? Meet Birdie, the chatty little soul who changed my life forever. If you've ever loved a pet, you know what I mean when I say they don't just become part of your routine, they carve their way straight into your heart. They become your family, your companion, your reminder that joy comes in the smallest packages. And if you're here searching for a spark of happiness, or just proof that the world still has endless love to offer, I hope Birdie's story touches you the way he's touched mine. Please like, comment, and subscribe if this story moves you, because every connection matters, just like every animal does. Birdie didn't just walk into my life. He rewrote it. I never pictured myself as a cat person. My childhood was filled with wagging tails, paws on my knees, and the sloppy kisses of loyal dogs. In my head, dogs were the only companions worth dreaming about. So, naturally, when I imagined one day adopting a pet, it was always a dog. Fate, however, had a different plan. I met Birdie at a small animal shelter in Alabama, not far from where I worked. It was an ordinary afternoon until I passed by his cage. A tiny, dirt-smudged face looked up at me, eyes wide, full of curiosity and something else, hope. In that instant, my chest tightened. This was the one. This scruffy, spirited little cat wasn't just another rescue. He was mine. The shelter told me Birdie had been on the streets, adopted a few times, and always returned. Maybe he hadn't found the right person. Or maybe, just maybe, he had been waiting for me. When I held him for the first time, I saw it in his eyes. He was ready to go home. And from that moment on, our lives were bound together. Now, Birdie is no ordinary cat. He's my tiny chatterbox, always talking in trills, chirps, and meows that carry more emotion than words ever could. When he wants food, when he's greeting me after a long day, even when he's arguing with the birds outside the window. He has a voice, and he makes sure I hear it. He'll leap into boxes, flop dramatically onto his back, and when I ask, "What are you doing?" he answers with a chirp or a drawn-out meow like he's explaining himself. Sometimes it's a whole sentence in cat speak, a comedy routine only he knows the punchline to. Living with Birdie feels like living with a stand-up comedian in a fur coat, a best friend who never runs out of ways to make me laugh. But beyond the jokes, Birdie is resilient, stronger than he looks. Once he had a little accident that cost him part of his tail. For a while it startled him. He'd tuck it away under a chair or squeak in surprise if someone got too close. But it never slowed him down. Not once. He still runs, leaps, and plays with all the joy of a kitten. He still follows me like a shadow, still curls up beside me at night like I'm his anchor in the world. He scratches blankets just to get my attention, comes sprinting when I call his name, tail or no tail, and hides his toys in places I'll never understand. Sometimes I find them tucked under furniture, sometimes in rooms I swore were shut. And when I ask him how, he just looks at me with those wide eyes, like the furry little detective he is, daring me to solve the mystery. Every day, Birdie finds a new way to surprise me. But what makes him truly special isn't just his quirks, his chatter, or his boundless energy. It's his love. Pure, unconditional, complete. Every nap we share, every silly sound he makes, every moment we spend together is a reminder that love doesn't need to be complicated to be powerful. Birdie may only be 6 years old, but in those years, he's given me a lifetime's worth of laughter, comfort, and memories. He's not just my pet. He's my family, my joy, my soft, steady reminder that the smallest creatures often leave the biggest marks on our hearts. If you're thinking about bringing an animal into your life, cat, dog, or something more exotic, please take the time to prepare. Do your research, know what they need, love them enough to be ready, because when you give them your care, they give you something priceless in return. Birdie has an orange toy he carries around like it's his baby, drops it at my feet as if to say, "This is ours, not just mine." He hides it, retrieves it, guards it like a treasure. And when I thank him for sharing, he chirps back, proud and happy. That's who Birdie is. A little soul with a big heart, reminding me daily that love can be loud, playful, messy, and completely perfect. Thank you for letting me share Birdie's story. If it made you smile, if it reminded you of a pet you've loved, or if it simply warmed your heart, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more true moments like this one. Because out there, in shelters, in homes, in tiny corners of the world, are animals just like Birdie, waiting for someone to see them, love them, and let them change a life forever.